Be part of esports history here at the Nationals Philippine Open 2022. At ito na nga, day number 3 dito sa Pro League. And this is the play-ins and do or die situation now for Happy Feet Emperors. Kung nanalo sila dito, they still have a chance to go into the playoffs. It's your girl Beef Mommy here, and obviously with me right now is going to be Red Queen, RQXBM.
QXBM?
RQ, that's you.
That's me. Anyway, ayun nga guys, alam nyo, napapatayo na kami kanina, no? Habang nagka-cast kami, napapatayo na kami dito kasi mas sobrang excited namin kasi tinitingnan namin kung talaga bang makakabawi ba tong ating Happy Feet or talaga mag-goodbye na ba tayo dito. But so far, winning the hard point match, we're now jumping into SND. Ito na yung makita natin gano'ng ka-polish yung gameplay nila dito guys kasi again ang mangyayari dito sa ating game is either you detonate one of the two bomb sites or get rid of the defending team. Tapos isa lang ang life nyo dito.
You only have one chance, di ba nga? Ano ba yun? Si Bashang. Pati si John Lloyd, di ba? Yun yung movie niya.
Basha and Popoy,
Bashang and
guys.
Popoy. Yun, di ba? Ito na, sorry. Before we pull out all of our hugot for today, tignan natin yung map na to kasi this so far we've seen it being played in our first match up itong ang S&D firing range once again makikita natin ulit, and Happy Feet Emperors medyo hirap sila sa mapa na to, but good news for them, hirap din ang BRE Pro sa mapang to.
Hirap. Nako, eto na guys. Sumisipa na si Beef Mommy natin dito sa may caster's desk kasi excite kami lahat talaga. Firing range, I think ito yata yung pinaka-favorite, no? Sa lahat ng maps
Yung
natin
pick na
dito.
to.
Of course, again, we've mentioned na seasoned CODM players naman yung mga pinapanood yung players dito. So, ang labanan na lang dito, Beef Mommy, is yung experience din and game knowledge. Ganyan yung kabisado itong mapa na to. Of course, you always have to take yung mga power positions kung tawagin nyo nga guys, and yung sight lines. Yes.
Yeah, and mahaba-haba yung sight line dito, especially coming through mid. And kailangan, you need to be quick when it comes to your flick. And now for Wacky, he needs to do the best when it comes to gathering that information. Na yun na nga, they're going in for that very aggressive push. Going into Alpha, yun na nga, one person going down, one piece, make that two, Olea and Yopi. Ito na nga, two piece coming in from both of these teams at mag-isa na lang, si Wacky na lang ang natitirang player dito. Going in from BRE Pro, ang bilis!
Parang kisap mata. Isa na lang yung natitirang player natin coming from our BRE Pro and Wacky natin dito. Nakikipag-sayawan, but unfortunately, no, si Olea natin dito ang tumapos sa laban for our first game. Siyempre, reset na naman tayo dito. Going in for the second. Tingnan natin kung makabawi naman dito ang ating players from BRE Pro.
Ayun, speaking of sayawan, di ba? Yung Happy Feet, mukhang ang ganda ng two-step nila dito. Ang bilis ng pangyayari, ang ganda ng defense, especially for Yopi and Olea yet again. Just shining here in search and destroy, but also back in hardpoint. Mukhang yung momentum. Yun na nga, speaking of Olea with the chopper, gets rid of mids, but buti na lang, magandang lead ngayon ng BRE Pro. Instead of going in there one by one, nag-reposition sila going in through mid.
Mukhang maganda ang tulog at masarap ang breakfast ng ating Happy Feet Emperor's Peps. One na naman gets another one kill. Eto, tinaabangan naman din niya kung saan na pwede pumasok yung mga Happy Feet natin. Pero anong sinabi ni Freezy doon? Bakit ka tumatalon-talon dyan? Akyat bahay gang. Sorry for you, pero naispatan kita dyan. Baba kung baba.
Ayun na nga, tignan natin kung makababa ulit ang BRE Pro. Kasi nga, medyo nahirapan sila dun sa first round. Pero buti na lang si Freezy talaga with that backstab. Ang galing nung rotation niya. But now Luffy with a response as well. Ito na, nag-iisa na lang ang player ng si Pepsi. Pero if it was going to be a player that can go in clutch in, mukhang ito yung player na to eh.
Luffy always looking for someone to pop heads, no? Pero ito na si Peps mo natin dito, nakapagsayawan din kay Luffy, gets that kill. So you guys are already looking at a 1v1 situation. Freezy natin doon, pinalitan ng kanyang barrel with that switch blade. At mukhang alam na niya kung saan na pwede manggaling si Peps 1. So tingnan natin if it's Peps 1 will be using a haymaker o gagamitin ba niya yung kanyang peacekeeper.
And now, you all have to play for time. Now for Freezy, yun na nga, plantahan ng bomba. And now the information, feeling ko nalagay na dun kay Pepsi, di ba? So all he needs to do is go and wait. Pero nga lang, sniper ang kalaban niya. So what he needs to do is bring down the space, making his presence known. And mukhang, buti na lang kay Freezy, hindi siya nag-engage dun. Kasi with the Peacekeeper, kayang-kaya talaga i-laser.
Muntik na. Ay, nako, Freezy was able to dodge that attack coming from Peps 1. Nagtago dito sa may trailer, nag-slide. Humahanap ng opportunity to take him out. Freezy gamit ang switchblade natin dito, looking for that opening knock. But hello, grabe naman yun. Natulog Natulog, bagsak, nesty plunge.
Hello, goodbye! Ang nangyari dito, grabe, ang ganda nung laro ni Pepsi doon kasi even though they were playing for time, feeling ko for Luffy, kailangan nag-play for time talaga siya inside of that trailer kasi all he needs to do is stay put, apply that pressure, hindi niya kailangan lumabas doon sa trailer, pero yun na nga, there's a reason why we are 2-0 and now it looks like ang ganda ng run nila from hardpoint, yung momentum na dala dito sa S&D.
Alam mo talaga, parang ibang happy feet itong pinapanood ko, Beef. Just look at the score, 2-0. Sabi ko sa'yo talagang, di ko alam kung anong breakfast, pero napakaganda ng pinapakitang performance nitong players natin na to. So let's see if they can actually sustain yung ganitong gameplay against Brent. So far, we are looking at Josh at mukhang inaabangan niya nga itong isang player natin from Brent kung lulusot ba siya dito or hindi para makapag-high siya. But unfortunately, hindi tumuloy yung ating Brent doon. But here comes Freezy again sa pag-sneak ng kill. 3-9 maging ninja pero hindi naging successful.
Ito na nga, looks like they really just want to go and plant the bomb dito sa may Bravo. Good shot so far coming in from Freezy, doing a lot of damage, and now that's one player off, evening things out coming from both of these teams. Yun nga si Freezy getting a lot of these shots. Si Yopi though, doing a little bit better compared to this man, and all they need to do is cover all their bases. Tignan nyo yan, 1, 2, 3 lanes going into Bravo, and looks like they have all the bases covered for the side of Happy Feet Emperors.
3v4 situation right now. Luffy again looking to get players from HFE. Nako, nakapag-hit mark siya doon, pero si Yopo na naman. Mukhang naispatan siya doon, mukhang nalamangan siya doon sa pwesto, kaya nabaril na naman siya, guys.
Di ba sinabi mo, ano breakfast ng Happy Feet Emperors? Mukhang breakfast nila ang Bren. Kasi 3-0 ngayon, itlog ang nasa kabilang dulo. And it looks like nakadiet ngayon ang Happy Feet Emperors.
Breakfast of Champions daw. Yun. Gusto ko din yan, guys. But the score is already 3-0. Eto naman, no, Meads, nasa kanya yung bomba natin dito. And alam nyo naman, ang ano yun? Magtanim ay hindi biro. So,
Make tanim.
Make tanim, guys. But anyway, ito si Peps1 natin. Meads just went down. So 4v5, buong-buo pa rin tong ating Happy Feet. Of course, number advantage goes to them.
Grabe, ibang team talaga itong nakikita natin, Josh. Has a possibility to get one more kill, and obviously yung bomb. Mahirapan sila to pick it up, and now finally, Bren goes ahead and picks up the bomb. And now for Happy Feet si Pepsi, medyo ang ganda ng pwesto niya dun eh. Actually, hindi nila na-pick up yung bomba kasi I think nasa may labas siya.
Siguro ito yung ito yung tinatawag na their backs is up against the wall na talaga dito. So talagang ang choice lang nila dito is to win no matter what. Peps1 nakipagtango pero si Freezy ang kumuha ng icebreaker natin doon. But Luffy, what? Na-wallbang siya doon, Beef.
Oh, kasi, I mean, for Woodhouse, it's gonna be paper-thin walls, but good thing, good start from Bren. Ayan na nga, ang response ng Bren. Baka narinig tayong casters. Ayaw nila maging, fish food in a sea of shark tank. And now, speaking of yung Apex Predator na hita natin dito so far, is surprisingly Happy Feet, diba? And so, ang ganda when it comes to the defense in the first 2-3 rounds. Pero ito nga, nung 4th round, hirapan na sila to go and sustain. But there you go, Wacky goes for a response when it comes to the nade.
Ang isa pa dito, Beef, is ayaw mong maging predictable sa galawan mo. You need to have some sort of alterations when it comes to your gameplay. But look at that. Happy Feet natin, dalawa na lang ang natitira. Meads going in for the plan. So number advantage naman this time goes to Bren. Peps1, the last player, goes out of the game. So, 3-2.
Kinakabahan
Ako
na ako. Mukhang nagigising na nga itong Bren E-Pro. And that's not a good sign coming from Happy Feet Emperors. Ang ganda ng run yun the past 3 rounds, the first 3 rounds. And mukhang natututo na talaga ang Bren. And now for the defensive side coming in from Happy Feet Emperors, kailangan nila ibahin. And now, it's gonna be different as well as they're trying to go in for the infiltration. But Josh gets in that. Yopi as well. Ayun na nga, a 3v5 situation.
Well, I have to agree with you, Beef. Mukhang nababasa na ng Bren, no? Yung galawan ng Happy Feet dito. But the situation right now is actually 3v5. So again, ang Happy Feet has the upper hand dito sa situation na to. Josh again, alam niya si Luffy. Tumatalo-talo to! What a shot by Luffy, ang lufet!
Ang lufet talaga ng wall bang na yun, grabe. I mean, at that point, you do have a choice if you're Luffy. You are gonna have to go up and down, do that jump shot, which is definitely, mas mahirap talaga yan. But obviously, Josh, he's just a little bit better in that situation. And
man.
Susano finishes things off with a beautiful quick scope 4 and 2. Eto na, switching sides na. Tignan natin kung yung Happy Feet Emperors, mas magaling sila when it comes to the defense or kung mahirapan sila dito sa attack.
Alright, here we go. Dyan, malalaman na natin kasi ito na yung game. Magsa-start na, no? Wacky on your screens. Jumped into to Peps 1 natin dito, guys. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. Switchblade ang gamit ni Z-Man doon. Ayan, sumilip na si Luffy natin. Inaabangan na ang ating mga players coming from Happy Feet. So far, medyo tumahimik muna lahat. Still gathering information about their opponents. Pero ito na, mids natin. Umiikot-ikot lang together with Freezy. Nakakuha na pala ng isang kill. Z-Man is already out of the game as well as Susano.
Yeah, and that was really good information. Actually, swerte si Olea na hindi nakatingin si Z-Man dun kung saan siya pumunta. And now Luffy again. This man cannot be stopped getting that second. Tingnan natin kung kaya humuha ng pangatlong patay dito. Mukhang hindi siya ayun, makakuha na siya ng isa pa. 3 kills for Luffy. And it looks like it's Luffy up against Happy Feet Emperors in this matchup.
Wow, killing spree. Pero 1v1 situation right now. Wacky against Peps 1 natin dito. Sino ang makakasungkit ng panalo for this round? Eto guys, mga nag-aabang lang siya muna dito sa likod ng wall. Tinitingnan niya if he can be lucky. Pero si Wacky natin was able to dodge that attack coming from Peps 1. Sumugod ulit. Pre-fire. Wacky ulit nakaiwas. Again, he needs to do a reset. Pero this time, hindi na siya pinagbigyan ni Peps 1. And the score right now is already 5-2.
That was so unfortunate. Wacky already had the hit mark on him. I mean, it wasn't even a hit mark actually. Parang muntika na talaga mababa si Pepsi. Pero he just played time so perfectly to the point na si Wacky just did not have enough time and applied that pressure to Wacky. And now Luffy getting that big opening pick.
Yes, eto guys, 2 na lang points ang yung naantay ng ating Happy Feet. Pero pag sumilip ka, akin ka. Anyway, eto na si Freezy na naman natin, guys. At mukhang pwede niya makasalubong to si Peps 1. Pero nako, bakit ka tumingin sa kabila? Si Peps 1 tuloy ang nakakuha ng kill.
Mukha si BRE Pro, di nila kung nakasan yung bomba eh. Kasi so far, binabantayan pa rin nila yung Bravo. And so with that information, at siguro alam ng Happy Feet Emperors, kailangan nila i-pick up yung bomba. Pero as you can see here, medyo mahirap. It's still very doable na even though it's a 3v2, they just need to wait for Susano to get the pick, especially going in for that long scope. And now the rotation going to Alpha needs to happen right now. With 1 minute left on the clock, mukhang gusto nila umikot. Gusto nila probably pumatas ng isa pa. And Mids is gonna be in the perfect position to take 2 players out, not checking your corners.
Yabi nga ni G10, you have to check your corners. And Mids capitalize on that one and actually gets 2-piece kill and getting that win. 5-3 again. Hindi pa natin alam kung anong pwedeng mangyari dito, guys. Pwedeng makahabol yung Bren, pwedeng manalo ang Happy Feet. But then again, this is only race to 7.
Alam mo yung dalawa na nga sila eh. It's like 1 corner already done, cleared out, pero hindi sila pumasok ng hotspot kasi yung corner na yun talaga. And so, there you go, Mids yet again, seeing all 5 players coming in from the side of Happy Feet Emperors. Nakakuha ng isa, pero Olea with a trade.
Walang malakas sa madami. Sunod-sunod na pumasok doon yung Happy Feet natin. But we are watching Olaya right now trying to do a massive spray down. But from behind, he gets tagged. Peps 1 doon, nag-hide din. Z-Man, D-Man. Eto gets another kill. And Josh just took the nasty plunge. Again, Bren getting the win. So isa na lang ang lamang ng ating Happy Feet. Namamawis na ang aking kamay sa kung anong pwedeng mangyari dito sa situation na to, Beef Mami.
Parang yung sa isip na lang ng happy, you know? Happy, shalalala. It's so nice to be happy, you know? Pero kailangan nila kantahin yun pagkatapos ng S&D na to because so far, hindi komportable ang 1 map lead but Freezy going in there very aggressively with the chopper gets 1 pero yun na nga traded out with Yopi.
Alam mo, ang galing pumwesto ni Yopwa natin doon. No? Parang ang galing niyang mag-ninja attack. No? Talagang talagang lagi from behind. So ang galing niyang mag-ikot. Talagang mabilis ang kanyang galawan. But anyway, for players remaining on the side of our brand esports, same thing goes to our Happy Feet Emperors. Medyo tight ang laban natin dito. Guys, tingnan natin what's going to happen kasi medyo nag-slow down both of the teams. Syempre, alam nila what is at stake dito sa labanan na to. But anyway, wacky natin to. Inaabangan na naman itong isang angle kung saan pwedeng pumasok din ng isang player natin coming from our brand E-Pro. But so far, walang gustong magpakita beef.
Actually, the advantage ngayon yung sa Bren E-Pro kasi they just have to stay still and now that gives a lot more pressure. And speaking of Wacky, finally gets one. Ayun na nga, medyo may pressure talaga kasi you have to go in for the objective which is also plant the bomb with just 40 seconds left on the clock. Alam nila, hindi talaga maganda yung plant nila sa B pero mukhang gusto ulit nila pumunta dito sa may Bravo. And obviously, mid is gonna be there for the defense. Kailangan nila to check all of their corners. Yun na nga, tignan mo, na PTSD na nga si Pepsi. Pero yun na nga, mid's getting 2, almost getting 3. Yopi na lang ang mag-isa, 1v3 situation.
Ito, biglang takboy yung tatlong players natin coming from Bren. Pero ito na si Yopi natin, guys. Gamit na ang switch plate natin dito. At inaabangan niya yung possibility kung saan pwedeng lumusot yung mga players natin coming from Bren. Tinitingnan niya bawat agos pero mukhang magkakasama. Itong si Luffy natin dito as well as Z-Man. Pero ito na si Yopi natin going for the plant bomb.
Why did you stand up? What? Why did you stand up? What?
Hindi ka naman si Slim Shady. Bakit ka
Please
nag-stand
stand
up?
up.
Bakit ganon?
He's not the real Slim Shady.
Yes, looks like it because we have a tied points dito sa situation natin na to. Sabi ko sa'yo, namamawis na talaga ako
Ayun
dito,
na naman.
guys.
Bravo push na naman tayo. Really?
Oh!
Mids with the God nade. He is insufferable in Bravo. Grabe yung barricade niya and his chokehold dito sa may Bravo. And it just looks like they're just committing the same mistake every single round. And now Wacky finally gets one, a 2v5 situation.
Tatlo agad ang nabawas, but there you go! Wacky just ended the game, and right now, Bren taking the lead. So isa na lang ang point ang kailangan ng Bren natin dito. Mukhang mafi-flip pa nga ang table against our Happy Feet Emperor. Pero let's go, Happy Feet! Kaya natin to make bawi!
Match point already coming in from Bren E-Pro. Isa na lang. They're gonna crush the dreams right now, Happy Feet. And now, speaking of, ito na nga, nag-retaliate na Happy Feet. Nagagalit na sila. Gusto na manalo dito.
Yes.
Just to even things out. Right to round number 13. Mids almost getting that kill. They need to find the response from Mids. And now he's just wall banging the place all over.
Binalik nila kanino. They clapped back against the players coming from our Bren E-Pro dito, guys. Tatlo agad ang binawas sa kanilang team. So they definitely have the advantage on this one. Nabawasan sila. Si Oleo is already out of the game. Pero apat pa rin sila. Pwede sumugod sa Bren. Now si Wacky na lang. Our lone survivor. Nag-aabang kung saan pwede pumasok. But wow! That was a great performance coming from Happy Feet. Siyempre, hindi nila to papakawalan, Beef. Hindi nila to papakawalan. Definitely.
Overtime, and this is what we're talking about when it comes to great gameplay here at the Nationals. And ito ang deserve natin because Happy Feet Emperors, ayaw nila mawala dito sa competition na to pero mahirapan sila kasi si Luffy already getting that one, getting rid of one essential player in the name of Pepsi.
Yes, gigil na gigil. Ayaw magpapigil. Walang gustong magbigay this time. Pero ang Happy Feet, alam ko lang nagbabaga ng mga kamay. Of course, they don't want to lose their momentum. We are now raised to 8 ang score natin dito. Josh! Naku, sayang. He just missed that opportunity. Now si Yopi na naman ang natitira natin coming from the side of our Happy Feet. Nag-aabang sa kanyang mga corners. Si Wacky ang unang nag-hello and nako, napabalik na naman siya dito, guys. 1 point. 1 point na naman for our Bren. Looks like mukhang magtutuloy-tuloy na naman tayo dito for OT gameplay, Beef.
Grabe, hirap talaga dito sa attacking side. Ang Happy Feet Emperors, more of like a defensive team talaga sila. And now, they're going in for a slower approach, which is something that I prefer. Kasi nga, hirap na hirap sila when it comes to aggression kasi Luffy spots one already. That information already relayed to his team and looks like they want to heavily defend Alpha.
They cannot be reckless at this moment. That was a good kill. Wacky out of the game. Luffy again with a wonderful snipe kill. 4 players remaining for our Happy Feet. Same thing goes to our Bren E-Pro. And again, the score is 7-6. Bren Esports, Bren E-Pro has the upper hand. Tignan natin if Luffy dito can actually pull up another kill. Ooh, napabilis na lang. Pabilis talaga dito, guys. But unfortunately, siya ang nabaon sa lupa. 6 feet under.
tignan mo ang mapa ngayon. Si Mids ulit going in there for the flank, but obviously for Yopi, he's in there for the backup as well. And so if he can win that gunfight, then that's gonna be essential for the win right now to even things out for Happy Feet Emperors. Pero mukhang hindi sila nagtakbo. And now the rotation coming in through. And now Freezy goes in there. And it's a 3v3 situation.
Okay, dalawang players natin inside this trailer. Dumapa na nga si Zima natin dito. Freezy, sila ang magkasama. Sila ang pwedeng bumak up. Pero ito si Loya, naglabas na ng chopper natin dito. Definitely will go for that massive spray down. Pero ito, they cannot be reckless. No, both teams hindi pwedeng maging reckless kasi pwede nang maiuwi yung panalo ng ating BRE Pro. Samantalang ang HFE naman natin ng Happy Feet, kailangan humabol. 29 seconds on the clock. Peacekeeper, gamit ni Mids natin dito. Beef, what do you think is gonna happen next?
COD timing at its finest when Mids actually go and win there. Yopi goes in there for the defense and Freezy, munti ka na, mapatay. Pero there you go, Olay with a big kill. Everything's out. Z-Man, a 1v1 situation. Z-Man versus one man. The man for HFE, Olea. Coach Olea goes in there, doesn't have enough time, needs to go in there for the kill, and Pepsi! So close!
Malapit na!
Mali! Actually, hindi ko gusto yung rotation nila sa Bravo eh.
Alam mo,
Hindi ko talaga gusto eh.
timing.
Kasi every single time na nagpaplanta sila doon sa Bravo, hindi talaga nangyayari. Walang magandang nagaganap doon sa Bravo eh. Yung information na yun, yung isang player, I forgot who it was, nandun lang siya mag-isa. Dalawa sila doon sa mid, diba? Kung nag-plant sila sa A, kasi yung information doon galing sa Bren, okay, baka sa B sila, diba? Nakita mo nag-rotate na sila doon. If they decided to go and plant in A instead, it would have been a different situation here.
Pwede pa. Tama ka. Ang awkward din ng mga plans nila actually. Hindi ko din, kanina, di ba, pinaplant na yung bomba, tapos bigla siyang tumayo. So, hindi ko alam bakit siya tumayo doon.
Mispress siguro.
Yes. But anyway, eto na yung stats natin for our Happy Feet. Obviously, si Yopi ang ating MVP and si Luffy naman, ang ating player na malupet. Ayan, coming from Bren. Siya naman ang ating MVP para naman sa side ng ating BRE Pro.
Luffy cannot be stopped. Grabe talaga yung pressure na ina-apply niya. Siya lang yung mag-isa talaga eh. Nagagalit na kami dito. But obviously, yung score line natin, it's going to be either a 2-1 to each of these teams. And unfortunately, for Happy Feet Emperors, it is not enough for them to sustain it for this competition. Kasi this is their only game for today. And unlike STI Olympians, they still have another one. So, secured na ang spot ng STI Olympians here. Pero grabe, what a fight that we saw here from Happy Feet Emperors. I wanna have a sound off in the comment section because di natin alam talaga kung sino mananalo dito eh.
True. Kumbaga parang go out with a bang.
Yes.
Diba, no? Siyempre, yun pa din yun. Pero ako, hindi naman sila mapupunta dito sa The Nationals if they don't have yung a godlike gameplay, no? Kung gano'n lang ka-master itong ating si Call of Duty Mobile. Siyempre, again, to our Happy Feet Emperors, napakaganda pa rin. Kudos pa rin sa inyo, guys. Everyone is still pretty amazed dun sa pinakita nyong performance. But of course, again, this is a tournament. Isa lang ang inaabangan natin kung sino pwede mag-champion dito sa ating The Nationals.
Actually, as in, I'm happy though kasi we're finally seeing a control match that we haven't seen in a while. I mean, syempre, when it comes to the 2-0s, I mean, mabilis lang siya. But obviously for this one, laban, sobrang grabe talaga yung labanan dito. But, I mean, even if control is gonna be a part of the match, is it even gonna be played? Yun yung question ko eh. Kasi since wala na sila sa competition, but obviously, it's still very important points coming in from Bren, diba? Getting that one more.
Since secured na yata yung SEO natin, not sure really if we're still going for that control match.
Kasi yung points like into the playoffs, it's gonna be carried over from here going in the play-ins, diba? It's gonna be forward over into our highlights. Kasi 1 point is definitely gonna be really important, especially for close moments like this, diba?
Yes, and of course, yung viewers natin, ako din, no? Gusto pa rin natin makakita ng mga umaatikabong action, even if this is going to be the last time that we're going to see the players coming from the side of Happy Feet na sila Yopi, Susano, Josh, Perp, Pepsi, and of course, si Olea.
Oh, grabe. As in, I like seeing that 1-1 over there because we always see a 2-0. So I'm very excited to see
Yes.
what is gonna happen in this control matchup kasi obviously kami ni Red Queen, kailangan namin uminom ng tubig kasi grabe.
Oo, guys.
Sobrang nauuhaw kami dun sa gameplay na nangyari. We want more and we are gonna have more into this matchup.
Akala ko magsusweep ako eh.
Oo nga eh, wala.
Hindi nangyari
Walang
yung,
MMDA dito.
Oo, di namin nagawa yung sweep natin. But definitely, we're going to see another game and that is Control. So, guys, please don't go away. Wag kayong lipat. Don't go anywhere. Stay here dito sa The Nationals. Kasama nyo kami, Red Queen Gaming, and of course, Beef Mami. We'll be back after this. nagbabalik ang umatikabong aksyon dito sa The Nationals at syempre kasama niyo pa rin kami, Red Queen Gaming at ang masarap na si Beef Mami.
Sheesh! There you go. What an intro talaga, pare. And we're finally here in our day number 3 and unfortunately, Happy Feet Emperors, mawawalan na sila dito sa competition. But I want to thank this team. Grabe, ang intense ng laro na binigay nila. This is just chef's kiss, class act type of gameplay na nakita na dito. But before we start off with all of that, this tournament is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. And everything that's happening here, everyone, take a look at what's happened. Because Happy Feet Emperors, alam natin na kulelat sila eh. Pero they were able to fight it and bring it into OT, into S&D. But obviously, they want to end it dito sa control na, syempre, hindi rin sila matatalo dito.
Hindi kinaya ng powers. Hindi kinaya lang talaga ng powers. Of course, sa lahat naman ng competition, may winner, meron tayong loser. And we have to, call it as it is. Happy Feet natin doon, guys. Medyo kinapos lang. But of course, we're still gonna see, a Game 3 that's going to happen in just a few seconds. Pero eto na nga, control tayo dito, guys. And again, limited lang ang response natin dito, guys. And you need to capture both A and B zones natin dito, guys. And ako mukhang mahirap. Take off.
Oo.
Take off yung map natin.
Pinag-usapan natin to kanina. It's just like, take off as a map is just so complicated nga, diba? Kasi ang laki na. And ang dami mga verticality, like we like to say it, kasi there's a lot of second floors, ang dami mga tight angles. And that's why, even when it comes to smaller maps like slums, may makikita kang SKS user, even right tech. And here, mas makikita mo talaga yon. Calculated to, and every single game mode, and every single map rather, that you play in Control, it is going to be defensive heavy, and now it just looks like the defense is going to be in for the side of Bren.
Yes, I love it. Defensive heavy. But anyway, eto na, guys. The match is already starting. And nakikita natin sa screen si Freezy natin dito, guys. At may kasama pa siyang isang player natin dito na nag-aabang kung saan pwede pumasok ang ating mga Happy Feet. But then Wacky again gets a one-piece kill, gets two, gets three. No, unfortunately, hindi. Siya yung napaalis.
And now, speaking of, they just need to go and make a less into Launchpad because di sila nananalo when it comes to the gunfights dito eh. Tignan mo, player number 5 si Mids. Kanina pa siya umahaligi dito pero finally gets shut down by Susano. And again, so far 23 and 23 even when it comes to the kills, but the objective still remains one tick almost going in from Alpha.
Yes, make a less.
Make
Okay,
a
guys.
less.
We actually have, kanina 2 players yung nandun nakatapak sa side A natin, guys, coming from our Bren. Pero so far dominated ang ating A side ng Happy Feet. But Mids was able to get a 2-piece kill, but unfortunately, hindi niya napansin na merong isang player right behind him. And now jumping into Jess, gets another kill. Pero balitan. Actually, ang daming trade-offs agad dito, Beef.
Oh, ang daming trade-off, and just like that, even na naman, walang retaliation whatsoever coming in from Happy Feet. And now, just one more tick coming in from Alpha. Sobrang kayang-kaya nito. They're just trying to heavily utilize it. And after they capture 1 point, kasi 38 seconds left on the clock, kailangan nila just to play it into a team deathmatch kasi ang hirap talaga i-capture ang Bravo dito sa mapang to.
Happy Feet, I think, konti na lang. Kaya na nilang ma-capture yung A-site natin dito, guys. Pero, eto yung iniiwasan natin, yung isa-isa na naman sila magpasukan, no? And yung audition na nga na tinatawag natin. But then again, si Wacky natin, ako hindi inabot. Biglang harap, biglang natumba din siya doon. Mids again gets another kill. And that's for revenge. Pero sunod-sunod talaga, parang lamok na bagsakan dito, Beef.
Oo nga, para mga langaw. Tapos may fly swatter ngayon yung Bren Epro. 3 lives to 6 into the advantage of Bren Epro. But obviously, with 8 seconds left on the clock, Yopi and also 2 of his members, Mids as well. Wala na nga. Sayang kasi at some point, they were trying to get that alpha pero walang backup whatsoever. Ang hirap talaga maging attacking side dito sa take-off.
Yes. Alam mo, hindi nga pwede dito yung superhero gameplay, no? Yung isa-isang nagpapasukan dito, guys. Kasi you will have to wait for your teammates again to respawn to do an effective push. But let's see what's going to happen as we go into our game number 2. Yopon again tries to go in for the kill, but unfortunately, sinalubog siya doon ni Yopi. And Susano just got backstabbed at napatay din dito, guys. Josh doing a massive spray down, gets 1 kill, but gets tagged as well.
Actually, ito yung surprising thing for me. None of these teams actually have a long-range weapon. So I feel like that's such a missed opportunity para sa kanila kasi nga, nakita nyo, sobrang lawak talaga ng mapa na to. And kung pumunta ka dito sa may second floor, you definitely have an advantage of getting a lot more kills. And now, speaking of, A and B being captured very slowly but surely. Pero they're just trying to go in there for that solid attack. And now for Bren, they're doing such a good job at going in there for the attack.
Yes, okay. So we have one player na nandun sa A side, guys. Inaabangan lang pumasok yung mga players natin coming from our Happy Feet. Player number 1 natin dito. Uy! Wait lang, si Zeman pala yung tinitingnan natin dito, guys. Inaabangan si Olaya kung tatalon pa siya from that second floor. Pero nako, naispatan din siya doon and gets thrown out of the game. Pero si Waki natin dito medyo aggressive. Pero si Susano naispatan siya and was taken out of the game.
Now cleanup happening from Alpha, and that's a good defense so far coming from Happy Feet Emperors, and medyo nalilito na nga kung saan pupunta ang Bren E-Pro. Kasi kanina nakita natin Alpha and Bravo, tinay nila, diba? Pero ngayon wala talaga. No response whatsoever. Ito talaga yung defensive side. 9 and 15. Sobrang doable pa rin for Bren. But then for the spawn trap that's happening right now in the side of Happy Feet, kayang-kaya nila tapusin ito with 6 and 13. 24 seconds left on the clock. Mukhang defense is king dito. Pero nga lang, you know what? I'm already just seeing it already here. When they're trying to go in there for that 17 seconds left, just one player, it's still actually possible to go and win this round.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. Pero ito na nga, no, ang A side natin dito pretty much dominated ng ating
Joke
Bren
lang.
E-Pro. 11 seconds left. Pero Pepsi natin was able to finish all of the lives, no? So this is now a 1-2-1.
Alam mo yung mahirap dito? The fact na nauna kasi yung Bren E-Pro sa defense, it means they will end it as well in defense. And so round number 5 will go, if especially makita natin ang round number 5 dito in the event that it happens. Bren E-Pro yan. So for Happy Feet Emperors, they need to win at least one attacking side. Kasi alam mo talaga that defense, they're most likely gonna win it. But at the very end, Bren has that upper hand.
There you go, guys. OBJ gameplay pa rin coming from the side of our Happy Feet. Jess again on your screens. Inaabangan na pumasok yung mga players natin. But back off just a little. Sinalubong ni Susano and gets tagged. Ito nga, guys. Ito na nga, 25 lives left on the side of Bren E-Pro. Looking at Freezy right now. Doing some damage with that spray. Pero not taking any opponents down or even thrown out of the game. Jumping to Alea, now to Z-Man. Umiikot pa rin siya dito, trying to spot players coming from the side of Happy Feet. Umiikot pa rin. Same thing with Freezy, pero ito na nga, may nakasalubong na nga siya dito, and that was Olea.
And now for Happy Feet, kailangan nila pumunta ng Bravo. They just need to win all their engagements here. Once they get a pick, kailangan nila win for the defense. But unfortunately, hindi sila nakapitas ni isa. And that allows just mids and just Wacky rather to go in there for that 2F control. Alam natin na power position yun kasi nga, they have sides over Alpha and Bravo as well.
Paano makakapitas? Binaril yung sahig. Hindi talaga makakapitas. Oh, that was a very good Sparrow kill by Mids. Goes for a 2-piece kill. Tignan natin if he can actually get to this one. Yup! 1 tatlo agad. Sunod-sunod. Bloodbath dito for our Happy Feet.
And now for Happy Feet, they have 9 lives to 12. Still very doable, but 20 seconds left on the clock. They don't even have 2 ticks coming in from Alpha, so mahirapan talaga sila. But finally, the clock stops. And mukhang may contestion ba, di natin makita. But then Bren, Z-Man and Freezy already getting those 2 kills. And now so far, so good because ang dami na nilang nakuhang kills. But it doesn't really matter kasi 5-4 actually. But 14 seconds left on the clock.
Medyo mahirapan na yata dito yung ating Happy Feet, no? Pero 8-2-2. Tingnan natin what's gonna happen. Susana on the second floor. Nag-aabang siya dito ng mga angles kung saan pwedeng pumasok yung mga players na coming from our Happy Feet. Now jumping into mids. And now, Olea, medyo tight yung situation natin. But there you go, guys. 2-1.
Okay, defensive side yet again para sa Happy Feet Emperors.
Ang kulit eh.
Ito talaga eh. As in, alam na natin talaga kasi na defensive heavy ang control. Yes, already we know that. But it's just really important for Happy Feet to win at least one of the attack. And now, they're going in for the defense. Yes, if we get to see one win from Happy Feet here, and it's most likely that they will, they need to find into the next round where they're going to be in the attack to just win it para dire-diretso na talaga para sa kanila. And now, Yopi getting one essential kill doesn't really quite get the second.
Yes, it takes 2 to tango.
Oo.
Nakipagsayawan doon, guys. Parang back-to-back dance steps. But anyway, ito na naman si Susano natin deal with that Killer Sparrow. Ang ating tribute para sa ating Happy Feet. Ito na si Katniss ever didn't kill. Pero ito si Zima natin, being a clutch player as well, gets another kill. Josh again, na nakapagsayawan kay Wacky. Zima again gets another kill for this one. Medyo sunod-sunod yung nakikita nating palitan ng putukan against between these two teams.
Pero di naman nakita natin dito, wala silang masyadong kills na kukuha. I mean, medyo sadness everyday na yung situation dito with the Pana, di ba? And now with 17, no 16, bumababa na kasi dito na nilalabas lahat ng Bren ePro, lahat ng kanilang operators. They just really want to end it here. And may I say, it's already at match point. One more win coming in from the side of Bren, and then just they need to go for more. 17 and 11, 31 seconds left on the clock. Mukhang mahirapan na talaga dito ang Happy Feet.
So sobrang enjoy ko nanonood guys. Nakakalimutan ko na kung ano sasabihin ko dito dahil napakaganda ng mga trade-offs na nagaganap between these two teams. Again, 2-2-1 ang ating score natin dito guys. And we are looking at the aerial view no, para makita nyo kung saan yung location ng mga players currently. And now we are looking at Josh Ba from behind. Freezy natin. Mukhang na-anticipate niya na may aakyat doon sa side na yun and he was able to get that kill.
And now, speaking of the kills, Mids tries to get one more, but then, yun na nga, takes himself out. And now for 2 and 12, mukhang hindi na nga mangyayari to with 10 seconds left on the clock. And there you go. Bren ePro wins it very convincingly here in Takeoff Control. And that just gives them a lot more points going into the side of this team. And syempre nga, makakarry over nga, di ba, yung points nila going into the group stages. And this is just like a really fun match coming from Happy Feet Emperors, you know?
Oo, wala naman nang mawawala sa kanila guys. Kumbaga parang binigay na nila dito sa ating Bren ePro. Yun no, bumibirit na itong ating si Beef Mami. But still, napakaganda ng naging labanan no, dito sa dalawang teams. And again, sinabi ko nga kanina, definitely go out with the bang. Happy Feet nyo, hindi naman kayo disappoint. No? Pinakitaan pa rin kayo ng mga amazing clutch moves or clutch moments dito for our control match.
Absolutely, and taking a look at that with Bren, they just gave it every single time. As in, yung points, 28 for mids. Grabe talaga yung batang to, you know? Kanina pa siya sa SND. Siya lang yung mag-isa na nagde-defend dun sa may Bravo. And actually, feeling ko siya yung may rason kung bakit hindi talaga makaplanta yung Happy Feet Emperors doon. And not just that, dito sa control as well. Because of that, as in, ang galing niya when it comes to engagements. Sobrang high IQ player talaga siya.
You're playing with the big boys right now. That's definitely a cold-hearted statement coming from our Bren ePro against our Happy Feet Emperors. Guys, woo! Kailangan kong huminga. Promise, kailangan kong huminga dito sa labanan na ganap ngayon, guys.
Oo nga eh. Same, Z's. But na lang may break tayo after this. But anyway, going into this one, it's just, there's nothing that I can say here going towards the favor Happy Feet Emperors. I mean, syempre kasi given na talaga na mananalo ka when it comes to that defensive round, it's just what you do dito sa attack, which Bren was able to go and pull off dito sa last round na nakita natin sa kanila sa round number 4. And so, again, ang impressive talaga na nakita nating gameplay coming in from Bren ePro here. It looks like they were so, they were well managed as a team when it comes to rotation, all of that. And wala, I mean, it's a show match.
Yeah, it's a show match actually. Parang ano na lang, they were playing for fun na lang talaga. Parang in-enjoy na lang nila talaga itong last game nila dito sa The Nationals. Kaya nga sinasabi natin kanina, hindi naman, these players did not disappoint. Kumbaga parang binigay pa rin nila lahat. And I felt like, itong mga players natin, parang nawala na yung malaking pressure, no? Parang like a chip dun sa shoulder nila, parang natanggal, no? Dito sa ating control. And that is actually a very good moment for this guy, saying goodbye dun sa teams natin na matitira dito sa The Nationals.
Grabe, I just want to say thank you to Happy Feet Emperors kasi this game has probably one of the best matches, one of the best engagements na nakita natin dito so far, especially coming from me kasi ang dami kong nakast na match na okay siya, pero dito talaga nail-biting experience, especially dun sa Search and Destroy firing range. So akala mo kung sino mananalo. But yes, again, GG well played coming in from this team and we're gonna have to say goodbye to them unfortunately. Pero grabe, I'm gonna look back into this. Feeling ko manonood ako ulit dito sa broadcast na to just to see what happened and obviously yung reactions nating dalawa.
Tama. Alam mo, speaking of looking back, no, syempre, magagawa mo yan, Beef Mami, if you follow The Nationals sa lahat ng social media platforms. At ayun nga, we have on Facebook, it's facebook.com/PHNationals. And of course, we also have Twitter and Instagram. It's @PHNationals. At meron din tayong YouTube, which is ang ating youtube.com/TheNationalsPH.
Oh yes, if you guys aren't following this already, you best believe that you need to go and follow the Nationals. Kasi nga, first time ever na nagkaroon tayo ng Call of Duty Mobile dito, diba? So let's just show some love. But then, speaking of showing some love, let's take a look at our MVP for today. That's gonna be Mids. And speaking of, I am a fan. I am a big fan kasi nga ang galing ng performance niya sa S&D and ang galing ng performance niya going into Control as well. I cannot say enough about this player.
Can you say that Mids is actually a very well-rounded
Oo.
player for this game?
It takes a lot kasi to be left alone at the bomb site in Search and Destroy. Parang you're giving your team just trusts you enough to leave you there. And not just that, be essential to the point na you're stopping the push all alone 2 rounds in a row. Kaya nga hindi sila makaplanta dun sa Bravo kasi mids dun eh.
I got this, sabi ni Mids. Guys,
Oo.
I got this. Leave this to me. At syempre, pinatunayan naman niya na talagang kaya niyang i-eliminate kahit sinong pumasok pa dyan sa kahit na anong entry point. And again, yun nga, sana ganun din kabilis, no? Ako maglaro pagdating sa Call of Duty. But unfortunately, hanggang casting muna tayo dito, guys.
But, you know, we can always just play with us, diba? If you guys in the comment section na yun, kailangan daw ng magpabuhat ni Red Queen sa Call of Duty Mobile, oh. Kami din, actually ako din, kailangan din magpabuhat. So, you know, add nyo na kami dito sa Call of Duty, diba? But, I mean, with that being said, we are at match number 2. Actually, feeling ko nga patapos na yung araw eh. Parang pang finals level yung cast natin, pati yung labanan eh, no?
Alam mo, Drew, ito yata yung last game ni Beef Mami dito sa
Sad ako
ating
ng slide.
Nationals, guys. Pero alam mo, sinasabi ko nga dito kanina before mag-start yung game natin, di ko lang kung saan ako mas excited makita yung mga players natin, paano sila magbakbakan, or dahil first time to cast with the one and only Beef Mami, guys. Kasi alam ko naman, you know, inside our CODM community, Beef Mami is actually one of those na talagang respected at talagang everyone is looking up to.
Oh, wow, grabe naman yan. Na-pressure
Samgyup
naman ako. Nga, sabay ganun. May gusto lang pala. Sige. Ano gusto mo? But anyway, before we get into our MVP and the interview, let's take a look at the current standings that we have for today. And obviously, our number 1 honcho, yun na nga, Smart Omega having that 14 points. No one at all comes close with this team. Kung next naman, it's going to be Signal Ultra Warriors having that 6. And so medyo level up on the points na, pero obviously, all of these teams still have games to play. Smart Omega, tapos na sila. They played their last matchup in the first match.
No one else comes close. Naalala ko tuloy si partner! Bravo 6, I miss you! Alam si Bravo laging may baon yan eh. But anyway, yes, Smart Omega natin currently at the top of the food chain. Dito sila ang ating mga Apex Predators. Pero look at that, Beef, no? 14 ang kanilang total scores. Parang ang hirap mahabol eh. Parang hindi ko alam paano sila ma-overtake at this point. But of course, meron namang possibility. Hindi natin pwedeng i-disregard yun eh. Pero so far, they are sitting like kings currently at the top of our overalls.
Absolutely. And now match number 2 done. Match number 3 into the horizon. STIE Olympians go up against CUW Signal Ultra Warriors in our next matchup. We'll be right back.